Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona on this foggy Monday morning. Can you believe we have fog here in the desert? We had a couple of days of rain, and this morning we woke up and the fog has rolled in. Let's see who we have in the chat here. We have Step Van Dan. Big hugs from Minnesota. Good morning, Dan. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very much. KT Spirit is here. The Grinch. All right, KT, I will do my best. Tracy is thinking about getting up, getting some coffee. And there's Diane Phoenix. Good morning, Diane. Thank you very much for being here. Ava Potterfield and friends. So appreciate the shout out this morning, Ava. Ava has a live stream, and then Grandma Kelly comes after her, and then mine here at 9 o'clock Arizona time. And I think today Ron Darrell Adventures is coming up after me. And then we have Roy and Becky's Travels here at 11 o'clock. They're coming live to you from Quartzite, Arizona. Everybody saying hello. See what else we have. I saw Tracy here. Tracy Ocean Fires here. Traveling Tramps is here. Good morning. Good morning. Another member of the channel. Traveling Tramps is Dave and Kathy. They are here in Arizona. They just landed in southern Arizona and staying at a very interesting B&B they were showing us a couple of days ago. Very cool artwork inside the house there where they're staying. Beautiful. We have Nursing Our Travel Bug. Hello, hello. You finally made it to Arizona. Well, you should be warm now. Welcome back to the neighborhood. See who else we have here. Oh, we need clone even. Oh, Van Vita Travels is here. Good morning, Paula. I know it's getting cold up there where you are, Paula. It is cold. Hey, Siri, what's the weather here right now?
It's currently cloudy and 58 degrees. Expect clear skies starting at noon. Temperatures are heading down from 60 degrees to 54 degrees tonight.
Well, 68 for a high. That's not too bad. We'll take that. That's what I like about winter here in the desert. You know, we put up with the heat during the summertime where we're over 100 degrees most days, and it's really difficult to get out and be comfortable. And when the winter arrives, the fall and the winter, that's when we are ready to go out and play. We have Roy and Becky's Travels. Good morning, guys. Grandma Raid. Thank you very much. Again, I mentioned Roy and Becky that you guys were coming up at 11 o'clock. We have Blistering Barnacles Magnets. Love that channel name. Blistering Barnacles Magnets. Ann J is here. Ann J is working. Thank you, Ann, very much. Appreciate you listening and hope you have a productive day. Yeah, Tracy's in the chats today. It's good to see her. We have the Bad Idea Lab here. Good morning. Good morning. And a lot of these folks coming over from Grandma Kelly's are fairly new in the YouTube world. So if you haven't seen their channels, be sure to check them out. Grandma Kelly does a great job at coaching and getting folks started with their channels and giving them, advice and showing them what she does to grow her channel. And I've learned a lot from her. So there's my sister, Tanya, from icy Iowa. She's up in northeastern Iowa. Hello, sister. Good to see you, Tanya. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Okie and I are working on getting over the crud. I am just about through it. I've got my cough drop, so I'm hoping I can maintain here, but if not, I'll have to suck on a cough drop. Okie is still working on recovering, and when she is ready to go, we're hoping to get up to Quartzite. But for right now, it's a day by day proposition. When she says, I'm ready, then we will go. So, not fun when you're not feeling well. It's not fun socializing when you're not feeling well. So, we will wait until she's back to normal and then we'll go out and have some fun. We have Charlie Matilda here. Good morning, Tracy. Hope things are good for you over in Virginia. Van Life Voyages is here. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I haven't watched the video yet, but Tanya was sharing some new bedding that she bought for the van that she said is a real life changer. So I need to check that out. We have She Devil Adventures. Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it very much. Old Man King Homestead is here. Good morning. Good morning there, Mr. King. See who else we have here. Scrolling. Make sure I didn't. Oh, yeah. Nogales. That's right. That's where Traveling Tramps is. We have fog here too, guys. It was pretty thick this morning. We had about an inch of rain over the last couple of days, which we really need out here in the desert. And then the following morning, this morning, massive fog. So makes for an interesting day. Boom, we are here and you are shared. Thank you. Thank you. Grandma Kelly is heading out to work. Wanted to stop by and share some love. Thank you very much, Grandma Kelly. Appreciate it very much. We have Dirt Claude metal detecting here. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Tracy. What's up with the rain in the desert? Yeah. Nursing our travel bug. Where are you guys in Arizona? Are you down here in the southern part? Saying hello. We have the Dyson's Crazy Adventures. Good morning, Christina. Hope you're doing well. Christina does some interesting cooking on her channel. Scrolling. So watching Ava's live this morning, she picked a subject question to ask everybody, and that was, what is your favorite snack? And so everybody's sharing their snacks, and typically I usually don't eat anything until around 9:30 or 10 in the morning. But after watching Ava's live, I had to have a peanut butter toast after Ava's live because I was really hungry after watching all that good stuff. Tracy just woke up. That's all right. Just glad to see you here. There is Sue. Good morning, Sue. Thank you for coming in. Let's see who else we have here. Interesting. I'm looking for this. Weird how this shows up here. And I don't see it in the YouTube chat. Paula's a member of the channel, and I'm guessing that's what that is. Scrolling. Roy and Becky are here saying hello. Saying hello to Tanya. Typically, Tanya's babysitting grandkids on Monday morning. She may be driving, I'm not sure. But she's got a grandson that she watches. 35. Ava says it's 35 here in Missouri. That's pretty cold. Diane's in Indiana, right? High here will be 47. Well, we've got everybody beat so far. Too early for me. Ah, there we go. Here's the tough life right here. -2 Fahrenheit. Feels like -18 with the wind chill. Ah, yikes. My nosy neighbors are getting a blast out of me. All right, we should get a little crazy then, huh? There's Char of Heart. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. Hope your Monday's going well. So far, so good. We're just working on trying to get ourselves healthy so we can go up there and hang out with Roy and Becky and see our view and all our friends up in Quartzite, but we certainly don't want to go up there and carry the bug up there to them. So we're going to make darn sure that we are ready and healthy to go. We have Tim here. Good morning, Tim. Lots of sun to shovel today in 65. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's what we can brag about, huh, Tim, is the sunshine, although we don't have much today. I don't know about you guys, but if I get a couple of days of cloudiness, I start getting depressed. I'm so used to the sun. Oh, we're in the rain and loving it the last few days, Van Life Voyages says. And there we have CR View. Good morning, Tim, Gracie, and Crystal. Tim, I've got your batteries loaded up in the Jeep. We're just waiting to get healthy enough to come up there, but I definitely will bring them up for you. And it's a day-by-day check in the morning, see how we're feeling. I'm pretty close to being ready to go. Oki is still working a little bit. She's not there yet, but we're all improving a little bit at a time every day. So went to the mail service the other day. There were 6 Starlink boxes waiting for pickup. Oh, wow. Well, that's great. Yeah, so Roy and Becky have Starlink there in Quartzite, and it's a game changer, certainly is. I have it here at the house, and when we are up to traveling to Quartzite, I've already turned on the mobile part option on Starlink, and so we're going to load it up in the RV and head to Quartzite and set it up there, and you can run it off of battery power, which is nice. So if anyone knows Kenny, CR View, and Roy from Roy and Becky's Travels did a hair dye coloring to raise money for Kenny and Papa, who need to get their place cleaned up and ready for Papa to come home from nursing care. And so it was a pretty funny video. If you haven't seen it, check out CR View and Roy and Becky's Travels. And they actually dyed their hair. I think it was red and then green beard. So, oh, okay. You guys have Starlink too. All right. Well, that'll be nice to see you guys, Tanya and Derek. Yeah, Tracy, it's definitely a game changer. Now you can survive just fine using cellular, but Starlink, if you're going to be watching a lot of YouTube videos, if you're interested, geez, you can even, watch movies and things. Now you do have to have plenty of battery power. It takes about Roy and I did some testing around 60 to 80 watts to run Starlink off a battery. So you have to make sure that you have the battery capability for it. Yeah, we're getting there, Tim, but it's frustrating. It's not as fast as we'd like for sure, but we are packed up. Just a matter of, you don't want to go anywhere when you're feeling like crap. So it's no fun to do that. Yeah, yeah, they sure did. It was fun. And I think Tim from Mo Bang for Your Bucks, wasn't he one of the donating people that donated? Dirt Clod says it snowed yesterday and now it's freezing fog, 15 degrees in north central Oregon. Ooh, that sounds kind of cold. Dirt Clod, Okie and I were up in Bend, Oregon in August one time with the motorcycle, and we got up that morning and we had snow, a dusting of snow on the motorcycle that morning, August 1st. It's crazy. Yeah, it's bulky. Yeah. KT is still in Grinch mode. All right. Hopefully we can help you, KT. It was hilarious. It sure was. Yeah, no worries. No worries. We have small town tourists popped in. Good morning. Good morning. Another good channel. Musk is about to launch a phone that works off his Starlink satellite. No need for cell towers. Works anywhere. That would be a game changer, wouldn't it? I wonder if you have the phone, you probably have to have the subscription. Maybe not a Starlink subscription, but maybe just on your phone subscription. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be a good one. That would be a definite good one. Yeah, Quartzite this time of year, not good for cell phone coverage. Excuse me. Excuse my cough. Yeah, that's good, Diane. This time of year, we always seem to, not every year, but we always seem to catch something, and our grandkids are, in middle school, high school, and the last one in elementary school. And those schools are like petri dishes, and one kid gets sick, and they come in and cough all over each other, and they're all sick, and then they bring it home to us. So, but that's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? When you have grandkids and kids around. But Diane, I'm glad you're feeling better. Well, Tanya and Derek, the Starlink, you can just sit it on the antenna, just sit it outside, and then plug it in and put the router inside. It doesn't take up that much room. Now it would be kind of a pain to carry it there because you've got the antenna, the router, and the cabling that you have to roll up and take with you, but I think you guys could manage it. Good morning, Camp Goer One. How are you? Glad you're here today. Appreciate it. Diane, yes. Tim, and I each donated $100. That's great. So there's a crew up there helping Kenny Oaks up there and getting his house straightened out. And geez, I think somebody helped me. I think they donated like or collected like $10,000, didn't they, of donations? I know I donated too. We have the Drunken Chef Barbecue. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Tim and Diane. Yeah. Yeah, I need a cargo trailer for storage. Didn't know it was that big though. It really isn't. You know, Tracy, if you watch my video, the setup video when Starlink came in and I set it up with my grandson, it's not that big of a setup, but you do have to have room to to travel with it. Oh, shingles shot. Yeah, I got that a couple years ago. Yeah, Ben does get cold, that's for sure. Everybody's saying hello. All right, we bring our cargo trailer on boondocking, so we have a generator. Yeah, it uses more power than we thought. Yeah. Ooh, does James have the flu too? I think I missed you, James. Okay, there you are. Good morning, James. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it very much. I know it's going around, isn't it? I don't know if you guys have caught the crud or not, but it sure seems like it's going around. There's Ann J. Dirt Clod, I just subbed. We're in Oregon too. And Ann has a great channel too. She does drive streams, and her husband, Scott, has a channel, One Jaws One, and then together they have two pugs and cutest little things. A boy and a girl, they're brother and sisters, and it's fun to watch them play together. And they have a pugs channel too. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Tim is a great guy. Great guy, Tim is. And we all appreciate him. There's Fairy Dust. Good morning, Brene. Hoping to see Brene up in Quartzite this year. Now, Box Fan D has got her meetup coming up in January. So be sure to watch for that. Yeah, they do. And it's funny watching our grandkids. Give them 2 or 3 days and they're back bouncing around, the back to normal. And then us old folks catch it and it takes us a month to get over it. It's just crazy. Oh, James just did 3 weeks of radiation. Okay, James, hope it worked, buddy. And hope your recovery comes out well. Prayers for James. Thank you, Diane. More people registered in the LTVA. So that's the long-term visitors area there in Quartzite. More people than ever before. Yeah. Roy and Becky, and maybe you have an opinion. Do you think it's related to the economy? Or do you think it's after COVID? People were out enjoying Arizona. What do you think? Why are there so many people, so many nomads out there this year compared to last year? Last year it was after COVID. I mean, it was still going on, but maybe you can offer an opinion based on the people that you've talked to. I grow my own science projects in that fridge. Yep, focused on Kenny's project, absolutely. Okay, Diane gave us an update with Amazon and cash. They raised 14,000. Wow, that's great. Does your phone work with the Starlink? Roy says over 15,000 with supplies was raised. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the wheelchair to deal with for Derek, so yeah, you have to be careful for sure. Whoa, there's Karen. Been lurking for a while. Good morning, Steve and traveling friends. Good morning, Karen. Hope you're staying warm up there in Canada. Another great channel. Old Man King has a live stream quite often, so he has a homestead up there. Always fun to watch. All right, Tracy. Okay, there's YouTube videos on the Tesla phone. Pretty cool if and when it arrives. I'll tell you what. So what's Elon Musk got? He's got Starlink. He's got Tesla. I mean, the guy can really put together some technology, don't you think? He's just bought out and taken over Twitter, and he's reworking all that. It would not surprise me if he could come up with a Tesla phone to integrate with Starlink. That would be the cat's meow. If you could park out in the desert and use a Tesla phone, regardless of whether you had Starlink or not, I think he would take over a big chunk of that market. Yeah, will Wi-Fi call over Starlink? Yep. You're right, Karen. This community takes care of each other, and you put the word out, and everybody steps up. So, Camp Goer 1. Let's go ahead and move to the next subject. I read the training. Ironwood is pretty rough for RVs. It depends on where you go. So we are having a meetup here February 2nd through the 6th in the Ironwood Monument. But where we camp, Camp Goer 1, is in the flats there on Pump Station Road. And so it's easy access to get in there. There is a Facebook group that we created, and I'm looking for it here. There's a Facebook group called 2023 Arizona Ironwood Meetup. And that's the same Facebook group that we used last year, and it has all the information, photos of everything that we looked at and explored, where we camped, all kinds of information. So go to 2023 Arizona Ironwood Meetup. Now, anyone with an RV, even a big diesel pusher, you can get into the campsite where we're camping, and that's why I selected that campsite so that everyone has access. Now, as far as going out and exploring, now we have this mountain. This is Ragged Top Mountain behind me. You can actually climb up on that mountain if you're so inclined. There's actually a sign-in book on the very peak of that mountain. You can climb that mountain, go up and over that pass there, up and over the backside, up to the peak there, and you can write your thoughts in that book on the top of the mountain. So there is plenty to do out here. There's old mining ruins. There's, in fact, on the back of Ragged Top, there's a cave back there that's an old mining cave where I guess they were just exploring. It's just a vertical cut that you can walk in and check out. There's all kinds of stuff out here to do. There are petroglyphs just I'm looking out my window of my office, and probably a half a mile to the south of where we live, there are petroglyphs that you can climb up and see. There's all kinds of things to do out here. There's a Silver Bell mine. Jolly Matilda knows that real well. She used to work out there. Silver Bell mine is out there now. You can't, excuse me, you can't go in the mine, but there is an old town of Silver Bell, and what's left there now is the cemetery. And so you can see the cemetery there. In fact, I thought I put a photo up there. Oh, here's something else that we have out here. This is a crested saguaro cactus, very unusual. It's actually a genetic defect, but these are highly sought after. Of course, this is 30 feet tall, and very interesting to find those out here. Let's see what else we have to look at out here. Of course, the sunrises. We have the sunrises and sunsets out here that are beautiful to see. There's a store close by. There's a Circle S Saloon close by. Just all kinds of things to see. So any RV that wants to get out here, Camp Goer 1, you won't have any problem. And my phone number is in a lot of the comments on that Facebook group. So you can give me a call with any questions that you have. And then there's also directions on how to get to the store and gas station up there from wherever you're at. There's an address there. And then we can get you in from that point on. I'll have in February, we'll talk more about this. I'll have some signs posted, leaving from the store to direct people where to turn to. So hope to see a few people out here this year. See who else we have here. Oh, did I see Jill? Jill is here. Good morning, Jill. Thanks for joining us. So Jolly Matilda is considering going nomadic, and she has cats, and she'll be using tents, so I'll need more room. And Tracy, are your cats leash trained, because you want to make sure that they don't sneak out on you? All right, probably looking for a place to boondock east of Mesa come January. Okay. And Nursing Our Travel Bug, if you guys haven't checked out the Ironwood Forest National Monument, there's plenty to do out here, and there is boondocking out here. Oh, the main day meetup is Chinese New Year for Box Fan D. Not going to make it. Well, it's 3 or 4 days, so maybe we'll see you, Tim, when it's over with. Yeah, it's interesting. Small town tourists, it's interesting. People, I like the challenge. I like going to Quartzite, and the long-term visitor area has water, a dump station, trash, and you pay $40 for 2 weeks, or what is $180 for 6 months for the whole season, and you can stay there. And a lot of people do that. Good morning, Lillian. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Uh-oh, what are we going to do without egg rolls? Tim's famous egg rolls. Somebody else is going to have to step up. Who else is going to do egg rolls if Tim's not there? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Bernays says, I personally think it's warmer to stay in the Quartzite area, and they missed the last 2 seasons. The Itchy Feet will do that. Yeah, hopefully that's all it is. I know the economy is getting tough on a lot of people. Tracy says, I need to work part-time for a while so I can get everything I need to go full-time nomad. All right. So I imagine if you own a place, Tracy, you're going to sell that and then go full-time. I think it's okay. So I asked earlier, Roy, if he had an opinion on why there's so many people up there in Quartzsite this year. And he says it's the economy, and also most COVID restrictions have been lifted this season. There are still some Canadians that aren't allowed in the country yet. Okay, I didn't know that. Excuse my cough. So far, I'm surviving here. Oh, that's right. Elon has the boring company too. He digs holes. Yeah, it does sound interesting for sure. KT says brain implant is next. I need one of those. Oh, was he involved in PayPal too? Oh, that's right. Lillian is celebrating an anniversary with her and her husband. Good for you. Yeah, it's all coming out. Now, this is an interesting comment, Bernays. Starlink should have its own solar type power charger, so you're always connected with no issues. Now, I think Starlink came out with a high dollar flat panel like you could put on a boat, but I'm not sure if it's solar charged, but that's a good idea. It doesn't take much to get 60, 80 watts of solar going into that thing. And I think if anyone can figure it out, Mr. Musk can. Lillian, his anniversary is Friday. Good for you. You know, you have to celebrate anniversaries because not many people can stick around. I'm fortunate I've been together with my sweetie for 36 years. She hadn't kicked me out yet. KT, you don't need a brain transplant. You're brilliant. There's Busby. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. My neighbor to the south, he's down south of us there. Did you guys, Busby, did you guys get some rain from the last couple of days? Looks like you did. Scrolling, scrolling. Oh, yeah. Facebook pages are getting hacked, and also YouTube channels are getting hijacked. So I don't know what that's all about, but a few channels have had their channels hacked and taken over by others. Well, that'll be fun, James, going on a cruise. Yeah, petroglyphs were a lot of fun. So, petroglyphs are like rock carvings. And out here in southern Arizona, the Hohokam Indians lived out here. And Oki and I were part of the site steward program. And so our job was to watch these sites to make sure no one was in there stealing artifacts, pot digging, taking these petroglyphs, things like that. And so I asked when we were site stewards, I asked one of the archaeologists, so why do you see petroglyphs on hillsides and and that sort of thing? And she said, well, we don't really know for sure, but what we think is back then, what was important to the Indians? High ground. So you had high ground, you had young braves sitting on these hilltops. So can you imagine being a young brave, Indian brave, and the chief says, Steve Whitehead, you need to go up there to the hilltop, and I want you to send me a smoke signal if you see anybody up there coming our way. And so that's my job as a young brave, sitting on that hilltop, watching for people coming in and sending smoke signals to the chief of the tribe if I see anything. Well, what is there to do? Not much. So what did they do? Just like our teenage kids do now, they play with graffiti. And so they basically drew on these rocks. And these are rocks that have a crust on them so that when they chip them away, the underlying rock is brighter than the crusty overlay. And so it shows up pretty good. And that's basically how these petroglyphs came about. Let's see who we have. Oh, yeah, the Circle S Saloon. That's right. Good place to eat. Family owned little saloon. They have good food. Okay, that's not good. That's the guy that was stalking Jolly Matilda. Yeah, crested saguaros are cool. We have I don't know, half a dozen of them out here. And when you see them, they're really unique and interesting. Cottonwood Ranch is here. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming in. My gosh, what time is it? 9:46. Does anyone know how Traveling Granny is doing now? Has anyone heard from Traveling Granny? Excuse me. Okay, I use harnesses with my cats. 5 of them are doing well. One does not do so well because he's a little feral. Jolly Matilda, Tracy, have you watched Van Life with Gina? She has a really cool little den for her cats that she puts out. Haven't heard from Traveling Granny in a few days now. Ooh, do we have a volunteer? Tracy, are you volunteering egg rolls for Quartzite in January and February? Better get that vehicle packed up, Tracy. Yeah, and Lillian, you have to get what works for you guys. Now, we started off van life. Gee whiz, I owned a 1971 Dodge van, back in the 70s. And then Noki and I got married. We had a Ford E250 that we traveled around the country and did camping with. And of course, tent camping before that. And then We moved up to a small 21-foot toy hauler, which was okay. Wasn't real comfortable, but it was okay. And then when I retired, we bought the RV, and that's a one-time buy. You know, I can't go out and buy a $100,000 RV, but I bought a used one from the Phoenix area. And I want to make sure that Oki is comfortable when we go out traveling because I want her to be with me. And she needs to be comfortable, and I want to make sure that we have everything we need so that we can be comfortable. Okay, so you're renting a little house from your friend Bruce. Okay, so you don't have to unload too much then, Tracy, to go nomadic. So that's good. Hmm. Gas prices in the Midwest are over $1 cheaper than out west. I think it's cheaper to travel this way. Okay. All right. So Lillian is celebrating 8 years married on the 9th. Good for you. Timmy Ray is here. Good morning, Timmy. RG Arizona Homestead is here. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, they're going to Long Beach, Washington on Thursday. Good for you, Lillian. I'm excited. Yes, I am, Jill. I am a lucky man for sure. 36 years. Yeah, it is, Jill, isn't it? Very foggy. RG says if they hack my channel, I hope they do good content. The ones that have gotten hacked, RG, are seems like they're not money channels, but what's that big scandal where BitChute, you know, the fake money, that's all going on. Those people are coming out and hacking channels and taking them over. It's just sickening. Yeah, RG has great content for sure. All right, I'm gonna share okay, so you guys did have some moisture. Are you sure, Roy, you didn't pee on the blue boy? Yes, Lillian, we always miss you if you're not here. All right, let's share a video clip here. So this is Ragged Top Mountain behind me. This is a close-up flyby of Ragged Top with my drone. Now, again, that's this Ragged Top Mountain here. The thing with the drone is if you hike up to the base of the mountain, you can put your drone up and fly over the top of it. You're limited to 400 feet elevation with a drone, but that came out pretty good. I wanted to show you guys one other thing too. For anyone that comes out here, there is an old Rockland Hotel, the old town of Silverbell to the north out there. And this is a drone view of that area. There actually was an old hotel out there that is parts of it are still there. So that's the Rockland Hotel to the north there, up by the Sasko ruins, the old town of Silverbell up there. There was actually a bunch of buildings up there where they processed ore from the Silverbell mine. And that was actually a hotel back in the day, back in the late 1800s. The rooms were about 10 feet by 10 feet square. Pretty interesting that that history is still there. Oh, RG says I found flint sites that the Indians used to make arrowheads. Yeah. So we're talking about hackers. Heard from Traveling Granny a couple weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, Gina is awesome. All right. Oh, that's too bad, Tracy. Well, we'll see you soon, soon enough when you're ready to come out this way. Uh-oh, we have a secret stash of egg rolls. There's Arizona Dan. Hello, Dan. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Angie and Rick's Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. That actually, Ava, that was actually my granddaughter. So we had two of our grandkids out there, three of our grandkids out there. Oki was with me, and our daughter Sheena was with us. And Caitlin, our granddaughter, was sitting in the corner. She was the one you could see moving in that right corner there. She likes that kind of stuff. That was her. Yeah, that's back from the late 1800s. And Exploring Canada, Karen has a drone too. She has a Mini Mavic 2, just like I do. So we've shared some notes and conversations over the last year or two. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I think Ron's coming up. I think he's coming up here at 10 o'clock Arizona time. It's 9:57. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming in. There's Ron Darrell's link right there. So be sure to stop in and say hello to Ron Darrell Adventures. And boy, everybody, thanks very much for coming in. I appreciate you all very much. Seen a very disturbing video. Some company has destroyed a historical mine out there. Yeah, that's a federal offense, Roy. I know when we were watching over historical sites out here in the monument, um, we were told if we see anyone out there to call 911 and tell them we have a federal offense in progress, and they'll come out there and arrest them. There's RVing with G. Hello, G. Okay, Tracy, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Ann, very much. G, hope you're doing well. All right, folks, I'm going to do my exit video here. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I hope you have a great week and pray for us that we both get through this crud and that we can go up to Quartzite and enjoy our friends. Be sure to check out Ron Darrell Adventures, and don't forget Roy and Becky's Travels coming up in an hour. So we will see you all next time. Thank you.